so far removed and still hot.
Well, he hit his last 5 in New York, and he's hit his first 8 here in Salt Lake.
So far removed and still hot.
Well, he hit his last 5 in New York, and he's hit his first 8 here in Salt Lake.
So far removed and still hot.
Well, he hit his last 5 in New York, and he's hit his first 8 here in Salt Lake. That's blistering, right? But the Jazz have taken 21, only made 5. Make that 22 on the miss by Bogey, who's 0 for 3 from downtown.
Yeah, and Rivers have taken 5 of those 3-point shots and made all 5, obviously, but they're taking advantage of the inside.
Randall drives inside, throws it out, gets it back. Nope, that's AB. Burks ran to the corner, and the ball rebounded by Utah. Here comes Conley. Bogdanovich inside, rolls and can't hit the layup, falls out of bounds, and the Knicks come back with a 50-38 lead just past the 3-minute mark. RJ Barrett.
Yeah, this game is about energy and rhythm. The Knicks are feeling it right now, and Austin Rivers has really gotten his teammates into that rhythm as well.
Bogey puts it on the floor, has it stripped, and they're going to call a whistle and a foul. So AB picks up a foul his first.
Well, this is what confidence does, right? They're falling for you. And RJ Barrett was struggling earlier this season from 3, but he's finally found it his last few games.
Boyan, just his second point of the night, 2 for 3 from the line. Elfrid Payton checks back in for New York.
See if the Jazz can get this game to single digits at least going into halftime.
It's 13 now. That'd be a win, right?
That's right.
New York's largest lead 15. The Jazz led by 1 very early. And there you go, out of bounds. Burks was looking for Payton. He cut to the bucket, and AB went right to the sideline, and the Knicks give it back to Utah. Joe Ingles will inbound it. Donovan, turnaround Jay. Looks good is. Maybe that's the rhythm shot he'll need to kickstart it in the second half.
Very patient shot.
That stopped an 0 for 7 start for Donovan. Inside, layup, count it, Barrett. Payton puts a body on Mitchell, gets it back. Step for man, and it's in.
That's a beautiful shot by Rudy. Great patience. Sometimes you see Rudy try to go up right away, but he really read the defense that time. Nice spin move underneath.
Yeah, Rudy's got a 10-point half with 7 rebounds with some pretty nifty shooting. Randall against Joe. One official looks at another, and they're going to give it back to New York.
Well, Randall wanted a foul from Joe. He thought Joe was a little bit too close. No space between them right here. Joe just gets his chest up in him. Randall tries to take advantage of it by shooting the ball and wanted a foul call.
Thurl, I tell you, the key to the second half, 3-ball of course, but you got to get the backcourt rolling, and that includes Donovan and Conley. Jordan has come off the bench with 10.
I think they give Donovan a foul here. It looked like it was a steal at first.
That's the first whistle on Mitchell.
Right here, Burks misses. Looks like Randall pushed Royce O'Neal under the basket a little bit.
Randall, an 81% free throw shooter. He went 10 of 11 against the Blazers Sunday night. Makes the first. Stay tuned for the Mark Miller Subaru halftime report. Utah's only negotiation-free Subaru retailer.
The Jazz are 5 for 22 from 3. You get 4 or 5 or more of those threes to go in, and you know it's a tight game, or even a lead for the Jazz.
Just over a minute left, first half. O'Neal. Ingles in the corner, rotates it back out. Donovan using clock. It's down to 5. He'll take the shot, blocked away. Down goes Mitchell, no call. The block by Robinson. Back come the Knicks. AB for 3. I'd say Royce O'Neal hustled but could not pull down the rebound.
Right here, Donovan misses, but goes in. I thought that should have been a foul. Right here, you've got elbows over Donovan, hitting the face right here, and he hits the back of his head.
On that left knee.
Yep, Mitchell Robinson.
The officials stopped play. They wanted to reset the clock. So the game clock now stands at 38 seconds, 12 to shoot. Knicks have put 57 on the board against Utah. We've been dynamic defensively during this 8-game run of wins. Randall. Utah down 15. Largest lead for the Knicks. Conley puts it on the floor, and a foul as Randall reached in about belt high.
Right here, you know what he's going to do. Put it on the floor. When it's going, it's going. And you know, the Jazz have averaged the last 10 games 113, a little over 113 points, and the Knicks about 101 points. But Knicks are really getting what they want right now in this first half, and Austin Rivers really has been the catalyst of that.
Conley scores his first point with 16 seconds left in the half.
Saw Austin Rivers kind of chomping at the bit. And when you're having a game like you're having tonight, it's like, I don't want to cool off for a second.
Yeah, a quick breather, right, T? And then say, Coach,
put me back in.
Quickly to Rivers, pardon me, to Burks. Turns on Joe, drives up his chest, and Rudy just swatted it out of this ballpark. I mean, that was, he put that into the America First Credit Union sign.
Well, it was great defense, first of all, by Joe, squaring up right here and allowing Rudy to get over there. Rudy could have actually blocked that ball inbounds, maybe to himself, giving the Jazz an opportunity to get down the other end of the court.
Conley comes out. Faze will check in for the final 1.4 to defend the inbound. They go way out front. Quick shot at the horn. The rookie gave it a run, but the horn sounds, and the Jazz have a big hill to climb. 59-46 New York at the break. And the big story, Austin Rivers, as he did in the fourth quarter in New York, he did it in the first half, throw with 25 points to lead New York. And the Jazz backcourt of Conley and Mitchell really struggled, combining for just 5 in the first half.
Yeah, the problem really was finding an answer for Rivers, but the Jazz have to hit threes. So I know the conversation coming out at halftime, Bowler, is going to be defense and three-point shots.
All the stats, all the highlights coming up on the Mark Miller Subaru halftime report. Utah's only negotiation-free Subaru retailer.
Hey, I'm Donovan Mitchell, and let's take a look at this week's Top 10.
It's time now for your top 10 plays of the night. In at number 10, Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics taking on the Chicago Bulls. Tatum goes up and under the basket for the tough bucket. Number 9, the Lakers taking on Cleveland. This one all about the Kings' return to the land, but watch out for Darius Garland finding JaVale McGee, who throws it down for the slam. In at number 8, Kyrie Irving lobs it up to DeAndre Jordan, who's waiting, sneaks behind the defender, throws it down. Number 7, Bam Adebayo. Banks in the 3, that'll end the third quarter, and he finished with 26 points and 10 rebounds for the Heat tonight. Number 6, Luka Doncic in the Mavs. I'm now in at number 10, Jason Tatum and the Boston Celtics taking on the Chicago Bulls. Tatum goes up and under the basket for the tough bucket. Number 9, the Lakers taking on Cleveland. This one all about the Kings' return to the land, but watch out for Darius Garland finding JaVale McGee, who throws it down for the slam. In at number 8, Kyrie Irving lobs it up to DeAndre Jordan, who's waiting, sneaks behind the defender, throws it down. Number 7, Bam Adebayo. Banks in the 3, that'll end the third quarter, and he finished with 26 points and 10 rebounds for the Heat tonight. Number 6, Luka Doncic and the Mavs fell to Denver tonight, but they didn't go down without a fight. Huge block by Luka getting it done on the defensive end. Then LeBron James had a career type of night in Cleveland, scoring the most points ever by an opponent, but it was the block that got him right there in the top 5 of the highlights. Number 4, Montrezl Harrell dunks over former Laker JaVale McGee. That may have been LeBron's easiest assist of the night. Down to your top 3, Bam Adebayo gets a huge block on the defensive end, then runs coast to coast, and off of the miss, throws it down, getting it done on both ends of the floor. They talk about that Miami Heat conditioning program. This is one example of why it pays off from time to time. Bam, going coast to coast. In at number 2, Anthony Simons goes baseline and throws it down with the left. And your top play of the night, the first 2 players taken in the 2020 draft face off for the first time this season. Anthony Edwards showing James Wiseman, rookie can take flight. And that'll do it for your top 10 plays.
When I got here 7 years ago, coming from France, that was my first time living in the US. That was my second time being in the US. I really felt like the people embraced me.
Oh, the French rejection! Gobert does it at the other end, too. This is a very good Utah Jazz team, and they are led by their dunking, shot-blocking big man, Rudy Gobert.
For me, it's unbelievable. Coming from getting drafted 27 from France, barely played my first year, went to the G League a few times. All the struggles and all the hard work that's been done, and all the people that believed in me behind closed doors and helped me, get better every single day. For me, I think it means a lot, not just for me, but for all the kids out there that feel like they're being overlooked, or they feel like they're not where they should be. I think it's motivating, and that's the story I wanna tell, and I want to make sure that people understand that it's all about work. It's all about work. It's all about believing in yourself, believing in your team, believing in the people around you, and that's what it is.
Rudy, back it comes, beautiful pick and roll, the old give and go.
Number one thing is always to be the best Rudy that I can be on and off the court as a person, as a basketball player, because I think those two go together. But for me, it's really to try to accomplish my dreams. And, by accomplishing my dreams, I believe that I accomplished the dream of, millions of people. And my goal has always been to win. At the end of the day, the day that I'm not there anymore, I want to have left a legacy behind me, and I want to have impacted hopefully millions of people, whether it's by the things I do on the floor, or more importantly by the things I did off the floor. And that's really where my mind is at. It's all about what you can bring to the world, and the life you can impact.
Rudy Gobert signed a big-time extension, 5 years, certainly going to be a foundation of the Jazz future. Gobert showing he's worth every bit.
For me, I was really trying to put my mind onto the team, whether it was going to get done this year, or once again, whether I was going to hit free agency the next year. My goal was for us as a team to have the best year that we can have. I didn't want to let anything be a distraction to that. You know, there's always going to be contracts, money, and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, when you're a competitor and you want to win, we have to always put the team first and always put our mind into that. I always felt like it would mean a lot more to bring a championship here. First of all, because of all the struggles that we've been through in the last 7 years, all the blood, sweat, the losses in the first round of the playoffs. It wouldn't mean the same. Obviously, winning the championship is great, wherever you are, but I don't think it would mean the same for me to win it somewhere else, to join another culture, than being able to, even if it might be even, harder, be able to bring a championship here. For me, it would be something that just holds more weight, and it would make the story even more inspiring.
He anchors so much. I think he's the most important player. Utah's not the same team without Gobert on the floor.
I believe that we have a culture. I believe that we're able to be in a position when we're going to have a very dominant team. Now, I really believe that we are going to be in a position where we can make history. And it's going to take a lot of hard work. It's going to take a lot of sacrifices, and at the same time, it's something that we will remember until the rest of our lives. I believe in this group. I believe in this organization, and the goal stays the same. Keep getting better, and try to make sure we get a chance to be as good as we can be this year, and hopefully get a chance to play for a championship.
And he is denied by Gobert.
Get out of here!
Since I got here, I always thought that having a chance to bring the championship to the state of Utah, to the city, and and to this organization would be something pretty powerful.
Barrett on a lob up top, the catch, and up he goes as Robinson's first two. Now the Conley-Mitchell backcourt, they're 0 for 5 to start, and they have been really consistent during this run. A quick stuff of the rim by Robinson, 2 quick buckets. Rivers lost his footing, picks it back up in the paint, goes up and under. Toppin on the floor, getting a few more minutes on this road trip, and he launches up a shot and hits it. Just beat the shot clock at deep 2. Rivers has the ball, takes on Gobert, floater up and in. Rivers with 7. Jazz spread the floor. Niang's in a corner. Shot clock at 4. Jordan, there he is, soft touch, never panics, and scores his second bucket off the bench. Never picks up the dribble off the glass. A putback by Gobert.
That's another $50 donation from Ford to the Utah Food Bank, making a difference. Yeah, that's just something about this Jazz team that gets him going. As Rudy Gobert says, just feed me. When the attention's on the inside, you get a guy like George Niang that can get everybody going by knocking the 3 down.
Rivers throws in his 11th point. Mountain America guiding their members forward from